Good morning, Ruby. I am headed to my acupuncture appointment. I guess I didn't give them enough attention before I got in the car. Let me go out there and coax them away. So I'm by myself this morning. Everyone else is still sleeping in. I'm just headed up to my acupuncture appointment, like I said, and that requires, you know, that's about an hour appointment, and there's just no reason for Johnny or Dawn to come with me. I don't really have any major plans afterward. Not to say that I won't stop somewhere on the way home to shop, but yeah, so I'm giving the guys the day off. Well, it's approximately 30 miles and 40 minutes to get up to the acupuncture place, and I should have 15 minutes to spare. Yes, I'm on time this morning. I like it. It is 76 degrees and very cloudy out there today. I guess I wasn't expecting that. I'm sure because it's still, you know, 9 o'clock in the morning that it's going to, you know, the speed is going to pop up there. But wow, right now it's just not the kind of day you'd expect for June the 15th. Well, like I said, I got up here in plenty of time. Well, I'm back to Ruby and it's 11:45 a.m. I was in for my appointment for about 90 minutes. She put the TENS unit on my leg as well as did some spooning and of course did the acupuncture needles. You know, if you're in pain and having an issue, acupuncture might seem a little scary, but I certainly would recommend that you give it a try, especially before you would sign up for a surgical procedure or something like that. It's worth investing 2 or 3 appointments and seeing if you respond to it. I stopped here in Holly Springs to walk around the Walmart and stretch my legs a little bit before heading to the house. Certainly has cleared up out here from that gray morning we had, and it's warmer now too. I like owls, I can't help it. My dad always liked owls. So these hydrangeas are called a Pikachu. And they've marked them down to $3.25. So sorry, Donnie, but I've got to bring one of them home. I absolutely love coneflower and would take some home, but the thing in our yard that loves it more than me is the deer. I really did enjoy walking around Walmart, and yes, I did pick up another watermelon. But I have to say, of all the Walmarts in the area, I probably like that one the least. They only have the self-checkouts on one end, and the pharmacy side, they never have anybody on the register down there. The clearance in that store, they never mark it down as much as the clearance at the other stores. For example, Fuquay got rid of all their fidget spinners at $1 a piece, and they still have 150 of them at this Walmart, and they're marked $2. So I guess the manager is just really hoping to get his money out of the stuff. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Mom.
There's a watermelon back there. Can you get it in the garage refrigerator for me, please?
Of course.
Thanks, bud. Don and I have plans to drive and get his 5K racing bib this evening, so I think we'll be back out in Ruby, but this morning's trip was right at 60 miles. Well, even though it's hot out here, everybody's come to greet me. Hey, guys. Hey, Slade. Hi, Tux. So Don and I are out on Friday afternoon, headed to Cary to Omega Sports so he can pick up his running packet for the Charity Distance Festival 5K that he's running in tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Yeah, our good friend Janet that we used to work with, she now runs a Horse and Buddy, which is a local non-profit charity that gives kids with special needs a chance to ride therapy horses or get therapy through horseback riding. So she asked her friends that are runners to participate to help raise funds for Horse and Buddy, and Dawn was happy to help Janet out.
Yep.
Yeah. So the race is tomorrow morning. It's start between 8:15 and 8:30 over in Cary. But picking up the race packet tonight means we don't have to be there quite so early in the morning. And it gives us a nice chance to be out for an enjoyable ride in Ruby. So,
yep.
So we're on Highway 55, headed toward Holly Springs. It's 4:16 p.m. Don's put autopilot on. I'm trying to pay attention if I think he's being nagged more, because I keep on reading just read another Facebook post about the nagging with the 2018 what was it, 21.9.
Yep.
And I've not seen it. And Don said he's still trying to decide if he thinks it's more or the same. So we're sort of paying attention here. But for me, I wasn't seeing any additional prompting, nagging, whatever you want to call it. So Don got off autopilot for a little bit just because we needed to merge onto US 1 North, and the car wasn't, autopilot can't handle that yet. So it's now 4:21 p.m. and I'm watching. Did she lane change here on US 1 correctly?
Yeah, did perfect.
Good. We only have 4 or 5 miles here, if that, to go to Cary Crossroads, so it won't be an autopilot for a really long time before we have to exit the highway. I find for me, in order to want to engage autopilot, that I've got to be, typically I would want to be going more than 5 miles.
Right.
Or I just don't bother, and I think a lot of times I don't, and that's why, because it's just too short a little hop. The longest stretch I'm ever on the highway is when I go up to Dr. Barnes.
Right.
And this is not scientific because I didn't start the stopwatch on my phone, but it's now 4:22 p.m. and Dawn has not seen a nag.
Right. I guess I should try to hold my hand very lightly on the wheel.
Well, I'm more interested with you holding and how you normally hold it. Some people are saying they're getting nagged 20, 25 seconds. Another person every minute and 5 seconds. I mean, it's just that the interval has varied. Okay, so you just got the first nag.
Yeah, and the flash at the top only.
Oh yeah, I saw that. It is flashing. It did flash at the top.
Yeah, I didn't correct it immediately. I would say that was...
Now, does that count as a strike?
No, I think once it gets audible, it counts as a strike.
Okay.
Because in the past,
having never struck out with autopilot.
I'm not struck out either. But I guess having gotten way more warnings than you do, I haven't struck out, and I've gotten enough warnings. I've gotten certainly more than 3.
It's now 4:23 p.m.
Yeah.
And I realize it's a little hard on the video because of the glare to see, but I am watching for, we'll mention that there hasn't been or has been one.
Right, but I am holding what I consider my normal driving style. I mean, I'm not trying to help, I'm not doing anything I'm just holding on to the steering wheel the way I normally kind of do. I would say that the fact that I'm sort of in traffic does mean I'll get fewer strikes, because I am like constantly feeling the traffic flow, ebb and flow of the traffic. And so
Don's moving us over a lane again with autopilot.
I think I get off right up here.
Right, the next exit for Walnut Street is where we're going to get off. That's right. 4:24 p.m. Have not seen another nag.
All right. Well, now I am absolutely in my
casual. Yeah, I mean, honestly, for me, when I'm not in autopilot, I only have usually one hand on the wheel. I mean, or it's very common if I'm in a comfortable non-city driving scenario, which autopilot you should be highway. So we just got another nag.
Oh, we did? Oh,
yeah, we sure did.
Well, that's another thing. I don't notice the nags quite so much because I trust Ruby to control the speed so well that I'm not looking at the operator's console. I'm looking out the windshield. I'm paying attention. You know, if you're looking at the LCD screen down here, you're not paying attention. You got to have your eyes looking through the windshield. And so that little flash down there a lot of times doesn't get my attention.
Yeah, it's 4:25 p.m.
Because I'm looking out the windshield. You know, maybe they need to have an LED up here that shines off the windshield or something that kind of would help me see that she's not happy. I don't know that the operator console, I mean, I love the instrument cluster. That's really good, but that's not, when you're looking out the windshield, that's not probably something you're going to notice, especially now it's just that little flash at the top.
Well, as long as you're just getting that little, what I'm going to call light warning, put your hands on the wheel and the little white up at the top, there's no audible, it's not the full frame warning. As long as that doesn't count as a strike, I guess, I don't think it's that big of a deal that it popped up over there. Now, if it was really striking you that quick, then maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but I would say that because it can't accurately detect that your hand's on the wheel, what it's really detecting is you are resisting the wheel. That's what autopilot is actually detecting, but your hands could be on the wheel and actually have a firm grip. You could be squeezing really tight, but you're not resisting. She's going in a straight line, so there's very little correction, so there's not a lot of resistance. But you're going to get a strike against you, and you were actually paying attention. So whenever you're in this crash, Tesla's going to say, well, he got 15 warnings in the last 5 minutes. And it's like, well, that ain't fair. That's not right. I'm telling you, they need to come up with a better way to tell if you're paying attention. Now, I don't know what that way would be. I mean, within the haptic feedback that they can get, but, you know, they need something. I assume I turn here?
Yes. There's Nani. He's number 340. He's ready to race. That's it, hon. Just the bib.
Yeah, I have
no paperwork, no nothing.
No, I have to go then tomorrow and stand in another line to get the chip. So this was like...
For nothing.
Well, actually, she said the registration line, because of the legality stuff, takes a long time. The chip line, if you got a bib, they hand you a chip.
Okay.
So
it still should have saved us some time tomorrow morning.
She implied it was going to save us a little bit, because she said the line for the registration, because you have to sign. And I don't know why I had to pick it up. I think it had to do with the signing. They wanted me to sign the piece of paper. In other words, you could not sign me legally that they're not responsible. In other words, the whole point is they don't care. They're just worried about, you know, if I hurt myself, have a heart attack, they don't want to be responsible for that.
Right. I'm used to going to the Fuquay race for Don and picking up his bib and his shirt, and it's no big deal. But this one, they were very clear that spouses can't even pick up for their husband or wife. So Don decided to go out the back way from Crossroads because he saw how bad, you know, Friday traffic was building on the main artery out there. And Ruby says it's 36 minutes home, 18 miles, and she's again calculated us around all of the traffic through some backcountry roads, which to me is great. I've gone this route before, and just continue to be impressed with the latest nav update as far as her ability to get us around traffic. This back way takes us past part of Lake Wheeler tributaries, and it's really pretty up here.